I'm just reading the headlines. Inflation plunges to 4.6%, the lowest in 2 years. When they say that inflation's falling to 4.6%, what they actually mean is it's risen by 4.6%. So prices are still going up, but more slowly. Having said that, I've been to the supermarkets and I am seeing some prices coming down. Today I went to Aldi. If you look, you can see that some of the butter and margarines have come down in price. And then I looked at the cheese and some of that's come down in price. Even the cream crackers, they've come down in price. And of course, while I was there, I couldn't help but look at the reduced section. They just had one section that had 75% off. There were other things that had 30% off. But this is what I actually bought. I got some of their beautifully buttery light margarine spread, and that's 95p. I got 4 pints of milk, 1.45, just like everywhere else. But with the 75% off, I got 2 of these yogurts. So they should have been 65p and I got 49 pence off. And the avocado, that should have been £1.49 and I got £1.12 off it. And I also called at a Tesco. I've been craving some fresh fruit and I saw this beautiful watermelon. Look at the size of that. From £3.30 to £1.91. But it is nice to see some of the prices actually coming down. Earlier in the week, I called at Morrisons to have a look round and see what they had. I got these chicken drumsticks for £1, and they do have a fresh butcher's counter there. But all the joints of meat were for families, really. Well, this particular joint that I'm talking about fed a family of 6. Anyway, I asked the lady, I said, could I just have a slice off the end of that joint? She said, we don't normally do that, but she did. So I got a piece of pork shoulder for £1.84, and that's £4.30 a kilogram. So we'll see what we can make from this. And this was just one of the meals that I made for my breakfast. Pork shoulder, some stewed apple, some of the reduced tomatoes and 2 eggs. A nice protein breakfast. And then why I keep forgetting to go to Home Bargains, I don't know. But anyway, I called at Home Bargains and got, look at all these mixed nuts, 500 grams there for £2.84, and some of the sun-dried dates that I normally buy for £1.09. I also called at the communal Help Yourself Veg plot, and I picked some of these lovely fresh greens. This is the second meal from that park, and I've got all that left. But I'm going to cook it this afternoon into a stew with some carrot and sweet potato, ordinary potato. But this is what I'm having for lunch. I've cut some strips off. I'm going to make a stir fry. I've got some rice boiling. I've cut some carrot up in strips, garlic, some of the greens from the communal veg plot. I don't have any fresh garlic, fresh ginger, but I do have the ground ginger, so I shall be using half a teaspoon of that. And not this year, last year I had the chillies growing, so I dried the chillies. So I'm going to put a little bit of chilli in and some dark soy sauce and make myself a stir fry, I think. So there we are. Stir fry pork shoulder with some boiled rice, some of my lettuce and microgreens that I grow on my windowsill, 3 of those tomatoes that I got reduced to 10pence, what must be last week, the week before now. And for pudding, I've just got some stewed apple and pear. And passing that Tesco's that I normally monitor Petrol, look at this. It's come down over the last few weeks, and now Petrol here at this Tesco's that I monitor the Petrol is now down to £1.48.9. I have been putting my central heating on for just 20 minutes really at tea time, and I thought, well, to save on gas, I was going to cook this pork in the pressure cooker, then maybe tomorrow cook the chicken. But I thought I'm going to do it all in one go. I'm going to cook the rest of this pork with the chicken drumsticks on a bed of vegetables in the oven, and let the oven warm the flat and not put the central heating on this evening. Trying to save money wherever we can. There we are, all cooked. Looks delicious. I cooked it for an hour in total, 50 minutes with foil on and 10 minutes just to let it brown off. Took the foil off. Gas mark 6. This week's treat, I went into Leeds and I was looking at Starbucks and I was looking at Costa, and I thought, you know what, I walked past Harvey Nichols and I thought, I'm going to go in Harvey Nichols and have a coffee. And quite reasonably priced, look, £3.65 for a coffee. While I was there, of course, I looked for a reduced section and I found one. So I had a lovely cup of coffee. Look how nice he's packaged it. And with the date being December, the end of December 23, I'll be able to wrap a couple of those up and give somebody something for Christmas from Harvey Nichols. All in all, with the coffee, I spent £6.42.